And go.
Hello and welcome back to another Sons of Screens episode. We are channeling our inner 80s theme here tonight. We're going to get some killer comedies going. We've got a few movies that we're going to watch this week that we did watch this week that we're going to talk about and see how badly we did or didn't like them. So we're going to be watching we did watch My Best Friend's Exorcism, Totally Killer, and Tragedy Girls.
Yeah. Quite the interesting selection, sir.
I am Colonel Whiteside. This is my co-host, Andrew Fay. I didn't say Andy.
I know. Somebody at work said that today. I was like, I'm going to kill you. That's beside the point.
So we're trying out a new lighting arrangement here. I'm not sure how the black lights, if they'll stick around forever, but going for the 3D look here from the 80s.
Oh, yeah. So since we got red and blue audience, if you have a pair of the old school 3D glasses, put them on and see if we come in closer. Not really sure how that works. It probably won't work at all, but go ahead and put them on anyway.
You never know if it'll work until you try it.
Yeah. That's why scientists experiment, because you just never fucking know.
Yep.
Yep. You and your Fern Goalie, or not Fern Goalie, Land Before Time.
Yep. So before we get too far in, I think we have confirmed that we are going to be going live on Halloween night, right?
Yes, because we wanted an extra fucking Halloween episode during October, and Friday is Halloween, so we're like, well, the best way to just automatically have it going on YouTube during Halloween is to go live.
Yeah, so. it'll be kind of fun. I mean, we've decided that we are going to talk about Trick or Treat and Rob Zombie's Halloween. So anybody that would like to join in, that's where we'll be. I don't know if we've really set a time yet, but probably around 9 o'clock Central would be my guesstimate at a start time.
Yeah. I'll briefly post it. I mean, it's just kind of us doing a live recording. We really don't expect people to show up, but if you do, hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure nobody will jump. There will probably be a couple people in there, but it'll be my first attempt at a live recording, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. And now you guys can see how sloppy we are when we don't have the opportunity to edit. So we'll see how that goes. So I got to mind my P's and Q's with my mouth during that.
Yeah, like that'll happen.
I know. God. And it's Halloween night, of course it's not.
And you guys will have to wait with us through the pee breaks too.
We'll try to do them separately, so at least one of us is in the room talking. And we might have special guests on. We don't know, because we have no clue to ourselves. So you never know. Yeah, never know.
So before we get started into our what did you watch this week, would you like to tell anybody about your random beer of the week?
Yes, I will talk about it. I finally, after a month and a half of searching, found that fucking Angry Roach Thriller pack that everybody's been searching for. Apparently, it's been pretty fucking hard to find because they only did a limited run on.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Stores.
So you're telling me if I find it, I should probably get
it. Yeah, I'm surprised I found it in this little shithole town of El Dorado, Kansas, but they sure did. And it was weird because it was on the bottom shelf, kind of hiding behind a pillar. How I caught it in my eye, I don't know, but because I was about to give up, I was looking around for because I ran out of special beers, and I was looking around. I was like, I gotta find something here. And I was about to give up and just buy a random pack of some bullshit. And I caught it out of my eye. I'm like, ah! Like, I'm pretty sure the workers looked at me weird because I literally took a dive to the bottom of the fucking fridge.
Makes me wonder if somebody put it there to try and hide it to come back and get it later.
Oh, well, sorry. I got the eye for spooky season, baby. I will find it. So, yeah, I got that English pack. And the first one I'm gonna do is the one that has the Jason mask. And it is the blood orange flavor.
Blood orange.
Hard cider. Yeah. All these will be 5% proof, which is good for me because I don't need to fucking do the 12%ers. They kick me in the dick. But I'm excited for this because anytime I've tried anything blood orange, I've always
Mhm.
really liked it. So
I
I'm
want to
excited
say
for
I don't remember if I've had the Angry Orchard blood orange, but I've every blood orange that I've had I've enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
So my beer, I don't know if it's going to be any good or not, but it's one that I bought for my wife that she didn't want. So I'm going to do it because it is a painkiller slushy. So it kind of goes with the killer theme.
Yeah, I mean, one of these movies, I would have wanted a painkiller. Just
Yeah. These were all three new watches for me, so I didn't have any way to tell you what was coming.
2 out of 3 were new watches for me too, and yeah, there's one of them. Tara's ready to light the
Mhm.
lighter.
I forgot to look and see if this was one that I was supposed to turn upside down.
Yeah, you tend to forget to do that. Just
Ooh, ooh, it's very tastes like orange juice.
tastes like orange juice. Well, this is blood orange. Let's see if we have a similar fucking palette here.
Not, I guess not orange juice. Probably pineapple juice more than orange juice.
That's fucking good. I like it. That's fucking good. It was worth the fucking hard search. That's good.
Well, lucky for you, when here in 2 weeks we will be live on location at the Colonel Casa,
Mm-hmm.
and
Does your wife like hard cider? Like, I know that's not the same as sours, but
um, I don't know if she really does the ciders. We always try to find the sours and or wine.
it's pretty tasty. It's pretty tasty.
But yeah,
Oh yeah, give me fucking 20 more of those.
you're gonna go buy a whole bunch of them, aren't you?
Well, unfortunately, they don't do a full case of just the blood orange. It's just a variety pack that you got to buy.
Oh, I bet you
And
can
of course,
find
I'm
them.
not going to buy a bunch because there's not a bunch available. I took their one and only
Well,
case
true.
out of this fucking thing.
But on the bright side, here in a couple weeks when we do live on location at Colonel Casa, we can stop by and get you stocked back up on your beers.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And if I come across anything that says blood orange on it, I'm buying.
Fair enough.
I forgot how much I like blood orange. Anyways, while we do our beers, we're going to do our little recent watch action.
All right. Do you want to go first or you want me to?
I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and knock mine out.
Okay.
Because I watched one movie. I've only watched one movie since I don't know why I keep saying movie like that, like I'm Austin Powers. But I did watch. To make you okay, but yeah. The movie I watched this week. The movie that I watched this week was Monster House. It's one that I like to revisit every year. That's one of my yearly spooky season revisits that I like to do.
I enjoyed that one. That was one of those cartoons that it was just fun.
And it's pretty creepy for a kids movie.
It really is, yeah.
And then you got Steve Buscemi as the old man. Get off my lawn! And it turns out that his wife was the house, and
right.
Maggie Gyllenhaal is the babysitter. Jason Lee is the dude that's banging the babysitter.
Yeah, I never really looked up the voice acting in that movie, but it was I enjoyed that movie quite a bit. That's one that we let our daughter watch whenever she wants to.
That's a fun one. It's a fun Spielberg one. Like it's from his company and stuff. So. And that's when they started doing the motion capture stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they really started dabbling in that, like the Avatar stuff. Like so the most of the physical performances that you see in the movie are actual performances from kids.
Oh,
And
I did not know that.
Yeah,
learned something new today.
The good old mocap. Yeah, before Avatar made it fucking shit. Sorry, I'm not a big Avatar guy.
I liked the first one. Wasn't a huge fan of the second one, and I heard they're coming out with a third one.
Well, see, my comment was a total douchebag movie because I haven't seen a single one of them, so no. I'm just a hater.
You are. The first one was.
So my comment because Jim Cameron has made some of the best movies of all time, and then now he is balls deep in this Avatar franchise. I'm like, oh man.
I would suggest watching Avatar on a 4K. Like if you have the opportunity to watch it in 4K, do that. Like
and that's what I understand. The only way to enjoy it is if you get the best picture that you possibly can with it.
The first one was really good. Like it was awesome.
Like I heard, it's like if Smurfs fuck Dances with Wolves. That's what you get.
Well, I don't know about that,
but but yeah, then that was the only movie, and then I, being a huge Thunder fan, Netflix released season 2 of the Starting Five, and this season they announced that before the season started, they're going to follow one of the players they're going to follow is Shea Gilgeous-Alexander from OKC.
Okay.
Before the season even started, before the glorious championship season even started. So I was super excited for them to drop this, and I binge watched the fuck out of it. And it just reminded me how happy I am that my team won the championship. And I need that refresh course because the next day after they won the championship,
so you had a little bit of a crappy run there for shortly after that.
Like my joy ended really quick. So this awesome Netflix documentary fucking brought that joy back into me, and watched another misery. But I do like Tyrese Halliburton from the Pacers. He's a cool guy, very nerdy. He would get along with us great.
Yeah, so I like the guy. I just don't like him as a basketball player. Because he was on the opposing team that he almost single-handedly prevented us from winning the championship.
Like something I learned in this documentary is he's working on a shoe line to where every shoe line is inspired by a WWE wrestler.
Oh, nice!
Because he's a huge WWE fan, so he's got an Undertaker line and a Triple H line and stuff like that. And it's really good. Like I said, this is season 2. They did season 1 obviously last year. It's a good. If you're a basketball fan, I definitely recommend checking out this Netflix series.
Now, this is season 2. Is the first season also about the Thunder, or is it about a different team?
No, it's from last year. Because since the Starting Five, they follow 5 different players.
Okay, I'm with you.
So last season, when the Celtics won that season, they followed different players.
Gotcha.
This one that I followed, it was Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Kevin Durant. Go fuck yourself, Kevin Durant.
Former OKC.
Tyrese Halliburton, James Harden, and Jaylen Brown, and and they had to constantly remind me of the story of James Harden and Kevin Durant, and then used to be in Thunder, and Kevin Durant being the snake that he fucking is, and how much I fucking hate him, and I don't like a goddamn word that comes out of his fucking mouth.
I still firmly believe that had they paid James Harden instead of letting him go, the Oklahoma City Thunder probably would have had 2 to 3 titles during that group.
But my silver lining with that is that since that fell, we wouldn't have the team that we have now.
That's also true.
And we're potentially building to a dynasty with this fucking team that we have now. So I'd rather enjoy this loyalty team that's gonna fucking run around. And we've been.
It's primed to be a very fun time to be a Thunder fan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then on top of that, the NBA TV did an hour-and-a-half long, pretty much movie of recapping OKC's run to the title. So I watched that. So it's been a sports-filled week for me because hockey also started this week. So I've been watching my hockey games, watching the Stars. They're 3-1 right now. They lost for the first time Thursday night because they put in their backup goalie, who's trash. And we lost to Vancouver, which is shit. Vancouver. Anyways, I'm kind of rambling on sports stuff that nobody knows what I'm talking about. So,
that's nobody knows about it. I mean, it is on a screen, so we can still talk about it.
Hey, if somebody stumbles across this episode and they hear me talking hockey, go ahead and comment down below. I'll be your friend. We can talk hockey, baby.
And there you go.
Anyways, those are my recent watches.
All right. Well, so my watches. Again, I don't have a whole lot outside of what we're going to be talking about, but I did watch Vicious.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to remember Now I'm trying to remember what that movie is about.
It's got one of the Fannings in it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's Dakota, isn't it? The older one.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when she was a little girl and now she's in her 30s? It's fucking crazy.
That's right. So that's where she like she's got the box and she's got to put something she loves, something she hates, and something else.
Like from my understanding, like it was a fine watch. It just wasn't anything original. Like it's something that
It
was
really
seen a million
wasn't.
times
I mean,
before.
it was an enjoyable hour and a half or whatever it was, but we actually didn't realize that it had just released. So like it came out the day before we watched it.
Yeah, when you told me that, I was like, "That's a brand new release." When
Yeah.
you told me that, it was like,
Well, so it released straight to streaming though. So
yeah, that makes me question Dakota Fanning's current career. I'm like,
right.
I think she can still go crush it. I mean, Ellie Fanning's crushing it, her little sister, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Or somebody that's related to her.
Yep.
It's in the new Predator movie coming out November 7th at a theater near you. Go check it out.
There you go.
Sorry, I'm a big, huge Predator guy.
Yeah, you were probably wanting to kill me when I told you I hadn't even heard of Prey until I watched it.
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm glad we do this digitally because you would have been murdered if we were together.
So the next watch that we had, we decided to go ahead and, since we weren't going to be able to get to the theater to see it, we went ahead and bought Him and watched that.
Oh, you watched that? Nice. Yep. What'd you think?
I liked it quite a bit. It is what I thought it would be. The little bit of...
The reason I liked it was the performances. The performances were really good.
It's hard to turn a football into horror, but they kind of did. So, like,
they were on the right path. There just wasn't enough substance, in my opinion, to really make it a movie.
It was intriguing to see them putting like a cult type of mentality around the movement from goat to goat.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad that somebody finally dabbled in bringing in sports movies and horror together. This nice little test. There's something there.
I agree.
So,
I really,
even though this movie failed and stuff like that, hey, movie creators out there, don't give up on it. There's something there. It doesn't even have to be football. Just sports and horror. Let's find a way to fuck them together.
Yep.
You know, because I want to see that so bad because those are my two favorite genres. So.
Yeah, there was a few pieces of that movie that I did not. There were a few of the twists, I'll call them. I did not see coming at all. Like I did not expect his dad to be in on it the whole time.
Right? Yeah. I don't know. Marlon Wayans though, because he's always been the slapstick, hilarious, fucking.
It was
Wayans, you know.
Yeah, it was strange seeing him play a serious role.
And he was funny in this too, but yeah, even his more intense scenes, I really liked too. Like getting all up in dude's face. Who was the dude that was also in the new I Know What You Did Last Summer?
Mm-hmm.
So he's had a good year,
right?
I mean, both those movies didn't perform well, but he's having a good year.
But I still enjoyed both of them, so I'll probably end up going and checking out and seeing if that guy's in any other movies that I need to go see.
Yeah, I did like him. He's somebody that if he's in, I'll be curious to check out. He's really good. I like him.
So the last watch that we had this week, backed out. Hold on. So we went and Voodoo, Fandango, whatever, had a creature feature bundle that had 20. I think it had 25 movies in it, and we already had one of them. So it was like just over like $1 and something per movie. So I was like, all right, we'll go ahead and get it. And one of them that we got in another horror pack. So like technically, I hadn't seen most of them. So we decided to just kind of start at the top. Well, not the top. There was a few that we'd already seen at the top, but we decided to go pick the first random one and start with that one. And that one was Dino Croc versus Super Gator.
That's unfortunate for you.
It was what I thought it was. Like it was bad CGI. Like it was just a bad creature feature flick that was it was so bad it was kind of fun.
Now, a lot of those, like, sci-fi TV,
Right.
fucking this versus this, did they loop some of the scenes, like the same scenes over and over? Because sometimes they do that in these.
I didn't
Let's
catch
say
them
like
doing
this.
that.
This one has a snake, so if it's Slytherin, you're going to see that same scene over and over again. The
Right.
snake is
I
Slytherin.
I wasn't looking for that, so I didn't pick up on that, but it wouldn't surprise me. Like it was very bad CGI. I don't remember what year that movie. Let me see what year that movie came out. 'Cause,
And
like
the bad CGI is what saves those movies for me because I
so
like laughing at
yeah,
that horrible.
so this came
CGI.
out in 2010. So in 2010 it was probably considered average CGI, not even what I'd call good CGI.
My favorite bad CGI is where you can tell somebody's just laying there and there's like a digital shark or something chopping at them,
Right.
and they're trying to act like, "Oh, I'm being eaten." Oh, ah.
Well, so like this movie, the Dino Croc and the Super Gator were literally complete CGI. There was nothing real about them, but they were overlaid into real acting move like parts. There was one
And there
part where
wasn't anybody like noteworthy in this. They didn't have a name to slap on the DVD cover or anything.
most of these movies did. I don't remember. Let me go look who was in this.
But nobody
movie.
recognizable in this weird versus movie that you watched.
Well, hold on. Let me. I'm gonna try and figure out how to find that on here.
Because you said Dino Croc and Super Gator, right?
Yeah. So I had David Carradine, had Mr. Kung Fu himself.
See? There's always a name in these fucking cheap ass fucking movies.
Yep. And he was the not necessarily the bad guy, but he was the guy that more or less was fronting the money for the research facility and was trying to cover it all up.
Sounds about right. Yeah, sounds about right. Is that it for your recent watches today?
That is all of my recent watches for this week.
All right. Well, before we jump in, I already have to pause because
yeah, there were a few other movies that I kind of watched part of, but like
not even worthy.
I put them on as I'm going to bed, so I end up watching like the first 30 minutes of it at most, and then I don't really count those.
So you haven't formed an opinion yet. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like one of them was today. It was Aliens 3. I watched it, but I didn't really watch it.
Gotcha. All right. Well, Colonel, give us the Saturday morning cartoon, and we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
No answer for you. Okay.
Oh, and we are back.
We are right back.
So, have you finished your Blood Orange?
Yes.
Okay. So, what would you give that beer as a rating?
It is my second 5 that I've ever
Second
done.
5.
Yep. So the Hypernova Super Galactic whatever bullshit that I fucking drank several months ago, and this one are my 2 5s that I've given on beers.
All right, fair enough. So mine wasn't awful. It literally tasted like I was drinking a mix between orange juice and pineapple juice. I think they have something that is that like it just literally tasted like I was drinking an orange juice.
And was it bubbly like a mimosa? Like he had a fruity mimosa?
It probably was, but it was in a can, so I didn't really pay attention to that.
I guess you've drinking mimosas before, right?
Oh yeah, I've had mimosa. Wait, did I get I didn't give a rating, did I? I'd give it a 3.
No. Okay, there you go. It was back-to-back 3s. Last week you gave it 3. Because I was sober enough to remember that.
Yep, yeah. I did the fog last week.
Because you wanted to put it in half, but then you liked the marketing on the can, so you gave it a 3 instead of 2.5.
Yep, I was going to give it the halfway mark, and the marketing bumped it to a 3.
It's crazy not getting drunk before a show, so I can actually remember what we say.
I know, it's like, what are you even doing if you're not drunk to start a movie?
That's why I just upload the episodes. Because I don't know what I said. I'm pretty sure I'll be embarrassed. So I'll just go ahead and upload it, and you all can judge.
Let's go ahead and get into some of these movies since we got 3 of them to go over.
All right,
Um,
what are we kicking off, sir?
I think we'll start with the old tragedy girls.
Okay. Okay.
So this movie
Couple of
was a
cutie
first watch
pies.
for me. This I didn't pull up synopsises, so I'll just kind of give my version of a synopsis.
First watch
So
for
this
me too.
movie is two social media girls that are influencers, whatever you want to call them, that
They want
are
the
trying to
twists.
promote
They
their
want the
channel
lies.
and end up they're doing like a true crime channel, end up not really getting as much viewership as they want, so they just start going around killing people
They're literally killing people to keep people interested in their
and then
social media
talking about
shit.
those killings on their channel.
Because then they're basing it off a killer.
Yep.
Who was a real killer. Who is our boy Kevin Durant.
I know. I didn't even know he was in this movie until we started watching it. I was like,
I
oh my
didn't know
god,
either.
it's Kevin Durant.
Once they pulled the mask off, I'm like, hey! I did the whole Leonardo DiCaprio meme. I know him. I was so excited. I'm like, all right, that automatically gets 2 points. Because
Right.
I love Kevin Durant.
Like that, it was literally was a fun surprise to see Kevin Durant in this movie. I was like, I didn't expect him to play as big of a role as he did either.
I love how Texas Primer turned us into huge Kevin Durant fans. Like
I
now we want
know.
to see everything that he does.
Like I would see him every now and then in these movies, and I was just like, okay, it's this guy again.
That's been his career. He's always been just that. He's always been a memorable character, but we never
Mhm.
taken the time to learn his name.
Like
And then
right,
they
he's
invite him into
he's
Texas
he's always
Primer, and we're
been
like,
what
who
I
the
would
fuck is this
call
guy?
that very upper mid-range character. Like he's in a lot of the movie, but he's not the main, he's not the lead role. He's one of the top 10 lead roles, I guess, but he's not the lead role.
And just like that, he's like in my top 10, maybe even top 5 favorite actors. Like,
I think he's
I
probably
love
in my
Kevin Durant.
top 5 favorite actors.
I love Kevin Durant. I wanted more of him in this. That's a little negative. There wasn't enough of him. But I love the little. We'll get to the twist here in a little bit. What do you initially want to talk about with this movie, though?
So this being my first watch, like I'm not a huge social media guy. I know that's probably awful to say on this podcast. Social media to me is there's a lot of problems with social media, a lot of problems with what people do with social media, and this movie really kind of highlighted that. It's like you got people going out there killing people just to try and
people
get a
go
view.
to the extreme to get clicks. They go to the extreme to get clicks.
Yeah,
which sucks because the people I enjoy like when it comes to social media, like the YouTube like podcasts or anybody that's popular, if they're real, like if they're being their real selves, I enjoy it. Like if they're just like, but if they're sitting there trying to force like stuff like, oh, this is popular, so I'm gonna do this to make sure people and they're fake as fuck. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
like so, it's a fine line. So I do follow along with these social media people, but as long as they're real. Like James Dead Meat, go fuck yourself. I don't give a shit. He's fake as fuck. But
yeah, I mean, overall, the movie itself,
it was an interesting pacing. Like it was an interesting vibe to this movie.
Yeah,
it
never really lost me, but I wouldn't say that it really ever gripped me.
It kept me intrigued the whole time, and one thing that stood out for me was the kills. There were some brutal kills in this that we got to see.
Mm-hmm.
Like we got to see Craig Robinson.
I know.
Fucking
that was the other thing. Like, there was a lot of big names in this movie that I was highly surprised.
Some random names in there. That was shocked. Craig Robinson was probably my biggest one. I was like, what the fuck is he doing in here? And then the whole gym scene of him.
Remember Al?
And then his dad was probably my favorite kill.
They had, I mean, it was still what I'd consider a horror comedy. But like whenever they were like, we're gonna like when they're sitting there and cutting the guy up in the shop class, and the janitor just walks in, gets the trash, flips the lights off, and walks out. They're just sitting there like, oh my god, he didn't even look.
On the humor aspect of this movie, I didn't hate the humor. Like, did it ever make me laugh? There was a couple times where I was like, ha, all right.
Yeah.
But like the humor wasn't also too stupid from like, oh my god, that was fucking awful. Like it made sense for the movie,
You
and I
had
progressed
concern that
the.
there was going to be a lot of those stupid humor parts since I picked these comedies, weren't you? Didn't you?
Oh, of course, of course. But this one, like even if the humor didn't land, it still made sense for the story of the movie and what they were doing. So
Yeah.
I was okay with it, you know. And then,
So
like you said, the actors stuff like that,
in
and like
general,
I
when it
pointed
comes
out to you, go
when
ahead.
it comes to horror comedies, how much do you enjoy or hate the horror comedy aspect? Like,
See,
is it
this thing,
does it just need to be
I
comic relief, or if it's really the whole movie is designed like so for Tucker and Dale, like Tucker and Dale versus Evil, there's so much
that's a
comic
good
relief into
example
it
of
that it's a
a
comedy.
good. That's perfect. That's a good example of a good blend of horror comedy. But I feel like that was more comedy with a splash of horror, like because even the
Hmm.
horror itself was comedic, like the wood
Right.
chipper and all that
Right.
stuff, you know. So that
You
movie
okay?
was just a comedy with gory horror elements, you know.
Right.
I think my example of the perfect blend of horror and comedy is going to be Shaun of the Dead. Is my
Okay.
perfect blend. Like when I think horror comedy, that's kind of the vibe that I want.
Because it's going in to be a comedy, but it's literally about a like horror, like
Right, and what I
zombies.
love about Shaun of the Dead is because you get invested in the characters too,
Yeah.
and there's scenes they're kind of scary because you fear for the characters because you got invested in them and you love those
Mhm.
characters,
Yeah.
and that's kind of what I look for into horror comedies. I don't ever expect a horror comedy to actually scare me, like
Right.
never, ever, ever, ever. So, but they're gonna be entertaining. Or like you saw the movie Cooties, that's another
Cooties.
fun
Yeah.
one.
Cooties was fun. Like that one. Oh my gosh.
But that's another Tucker and Dale level to where it was a
Yeah.
comedy with some fun horror elements to it,
Like
and I
having
like those
the
two.
kids be
Those are fun.
zombies and like once you hit like I think wasn't it once you hit puberty you no longer were able to get the cooties.
Right? Yeah. Or even a movie like Zombieland. You know, that was a good comedy horror blend.
See, I consider
So
that more action
basically,
horror than comedy. Yeah, there was some comedic parts to it, but I feel like it was more comic relief in the action slash horror.
so as I'm learning just now for myself, I think a horror comedy is a comedy with horror elements to me. I don't
Okay.
ever see an actual like horror movie that's supposed to scare you
Yeah.
and then have enough humor in it to still keep it scary, you know.
Well, right, because if there's that kind of horror, if there's that kind of comedy in it, it's not going to be that scary.
Yeah, you're too busy laughing at the fucking characters and stuff like that. So when the scary part happens, you're like, oh, well, he deserved to die anyway because he was a fucking douche. But yeah, and I thought this movie though it did have a good. I thought it had a decent balance between the horror comedy.
Yeah.
With my opinion on this movie though is the storyline itself. Like it was an interesting follow with these girls and their intentions of getting the clicks, the likes, and the way they're murdering people
Hmm.
and the people that they're murdering, they're just fucking dipshits. Like these are two tiny ass chicks that fucking beat their ass. Like, come on,
Right. Just
like
the
what?
fuck out of them.
But it was interesting. Like I pointed out before we started recording, I was excited to see the short blonde headed chick was the chick from Deadpool.
Hmm.
Teenage Negasonic, where I had to remember how to say her
Had
name.
to revisit it in your
Hmm.
head before you said it.
Hmm. And that was the first one I realized, and then I saw other familiar faces in this. I
Hmm.
don't remember who they are, but
I will
what
say that
I
this one
I
had
was never
more.
bored.
Right. So like this one had what I would say is enough well-known, well-recognized people in it that people would have stayed tuned just for that.
So you're never bored of this either.
I would never say that I was bored with it. It was
I
Like I
wasn't there
said,
trying to figure out like what direction they're going in. I clearly knew what direction they're going in since the start of this movie. I was like, all right, this is going to be this type of movie,
yeah.
and it just kept going. My only complaint on this movie really is the ending, the way, because it was like twist, 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 especially the ending because so the two girls, they clash.
Right. As you
And
would
then the
expect.
chick bails, and so then she joins forces with Kevin Durant,
Yeah.
the actual serial killer from the town that they're doing stories with. And then so they go to prom, and then we had the face off, and she wants him to kill her,
Hmm.
but then she says some like "I love you" stuff. So then now he doesn't want him to kill her, so he
Hmm.
turns around and wants to kill the girl that he was teaming with, and then she's like, "No, don't." And then he dies, and then all of a sudden they're friends again.
Hmm.
And then we had Jack Quaid, which was another name.
Yep.
Jack Quaid.
Yeah, he's
It
one I
was
forgot to bring up. Yeah.
Jack Quaid. It was cool seeing him before he really blew up like he
Yeah.
has in the last year or two.
I really thought we were gonna get a Carrie scene, the way she was wearing the white dress and shit.
This had to be a tribute to Carrie with the gymnasium on fire and people
Yeah.
trying to get out. That had to be a tribute to Carrie. If not, then they ripped it off. But that had to be a nice little homage tribute. But yeah, with that ending, so then all of a sudden they're friends again, and then I thought she was gonna be in love with Jack Quaid, but then she put the noose around his neck, and then he's hanging. I'm like, what is
Mhm.
going on here? What's going
It's,
on? Because I liked the Jack Quaid character. He put up with some bullshit,
he did.
and he didn't deserve to die. I'm like, why? So you are a bad guy. I'm like, is this blonde chick good? Is she bad? Is she turning a new leaf? I'm like, it was frustrating watching the movie. Like a good frustrating. I'm like, what are you doing here, bitch?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. it was fun. What do you think about that ending? With after I just explained how I felt
Well,
about
so
that.
I was kind of in the same boat. Whenever, like, it felt like maybe those two would run away, and they could have led that into a second movie
Mm.
where the other girl goes and hunts down the two after they left, just to like get back at her or to kill him to get her back into the whatever. But they canceled that idea.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, there'd be some time like, okay, maybe they're going this direction. This would be cool. And all of a sudden they'd be like, nope, that's not the idea. I'm like, okay, all right.
Yeah,
Now.
I always try to kind of pick what's going on, or try to guess what's going to happen, and I was wrong a lot of times in this movie.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, before we rate this bitch, what's your overall vibes with this? Did you enjoy it?
So, like I think I mentioned last week, the reason, like the way I found these movies is I literally went through the free to watch stuff and just watched trailers for like 3 hours last week.
Damn, you did a deep dive into some trailers there.
Yeah, so I mean, I love watching trailers. I could sit there and watch trailers all day. So this was one of the ones that kind of stuck out to me. I literally made an entire list and grouped them based off of what I would call, well, we'll just call them groupings. I grouped
Well,
them,
see,
and these
and
these three were there in that grouping.
I've constantly come across the poster for Tragedy Girls. Like I'm searching through like streaming service stuff like that,
Hmm.
and it's always jumped out to me. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. Which is funny though, because the poster reveals what the fuck happens. Because the poster is there's the closed gym door with people trying to get out of the fire, and you got the two girls holding hands. When that scene happened, I'm like, damn, they revealed the ending in the fucking poster.
Here you go, right
What?
here, maybe.
Yeah. Pull that poster up. Yeah, that was literally very close to the end of the movie.
Hmm.
Actually, that is the fucking end of the movie.
Yeah, because they
This
they
is
put the mask
after.
on at the end. Yeah.
Yeah. They put the mask on. They held hands while everybody's burned to death. Yeah. So that's literally the ending of the fucking movie. So cool poster, but let's not reveal shit in the posters. They did that with
Right.
the movie Mama too, to where they
They
reveal
did.
the the conclusion of the movie in the fucking poster. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yep.
I'm glad you saw that too. Yeah, because I watched Mama and I was like, I already know what's gonna happen because the poster already fucking told me.
And like they did Mama wrong because like they told you in the poster.
That could have been a great
And
movie.
they
It
kind-
had better marketing.
They pretty much told you what was going to happen in the trailer too. Like if you watch the trailer,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, well,
The
I don't need to watch the
trailer,
movie.
the
now.
posters, everything's revealed. And the way that movie was set up, it was supposed to be like kind of like a mystery, like where direction we're going in. Well, we already knew going into it because of the
Yeah.
poster. But we're not talking about that. We're talking Tragedy Girls. The performances, myself,
Kevin Durant was
hit and
obviously
miss.
amazing.
Of course, he always crushes it.
I really thought Jack
Not,
Quaid did a pretty good job too.
yeah, and I'm glad he's got into because he's a nepo baby. You know,
Yep.
he's Dennis Quaid's kid. But he's held his own, and I've loved to see his growth since I've seen him in this movie and onto like he did Scream and Novocaine and a bunch of other stuff. He's
Did you ever
companion.
watch The
He's
Boys?
so good. Is he in The Boys?
95% sure, yeah.
I've never seen The Boys. I don't do TV shows, man. I never watched.
That's true. So yeah, like I want to say he's the girlfriend of one of the main characters, but
He's the girlfriend of a main
sorry.
character.
His character is the boyfriend of one of the main characters.
Oh, okay. Okay. It's not like news that I recently found out. When you watch the Ed Gein thing, one of the people in it that's going to disturb you. You remember the bullies in Hocus Pocus? The long blonde haired dude. He's in the Ed Gein series. And
okay. Does he?
You're gonna totally change your opinion on him when you get to that part.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh wow! I can't watch Hocus Pocus the same again ever without looking at his chest, and you'll understand why.
Okay, fair enough. When we watch it, I will see how I feel about that.
Yeah, have fun with that one. All right.
Well, let's go ahead and rate this guy because we've talked about it a little bit longer than I kind of planned.
Yeah, we got two more movies. So
go ahead.
With Tragedy Girls, I had enough fun with it. I think I can meet in the middle with this one. I think I can give it a good old solid 5 on this one.
Okay.
It's not something I'm really going to revisit or anything. It was a fun first time watch, and it's
glad
cool
you watched
seeing
it.
Kevin
You don't need to watch
Durant
it
and
again.
everybody else. Yeah, I don't. I mean, if it's on, I'll watch it, but I'm not going to go out of my way to watch it again. It was a fun first time watch, and seeing Jack Quaid and Kevin Durant and all that, it was cool. But the best I can do is 5 on this one.
Well, ironically, we're in the same boat here because this movie.
Did you mean in the middle too?
I did. I gave this one a 5 as well. Like the had it not been for the big name actors in it, this probably would have ended up being like a 2 or 3 for me. But they had enough
solid performances all around, really.
Right. So
yeah, it wasn't a poorly acted movie. It really wasn't. It was
like they did a good job with it. It's just it was while it intrigued me by the trailer, it didn't hook me. Like it never lost my interest, but it didn't just grab me.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah. Look at us tying on this one. I'll be getting
right.
So as our next one, because we're gonna do a quick. We'll be right back. But what's the next movie before we get?
The movie we'll go over next is going to be My Best Friend's Exorcism.
All right.
So
I have a feeling we're not gonna mention this one, but we'll see.
Probably not. But we can discuss that when we'll be right back.
I am synchronized there with you. And we are right back.
Hey, we're back in 3D Technicolor.
Whoa! Sorry. Won't do that again.
All right. So the next movie we're going to talk about is going to be My Best Friend's Exorcism, not My Best Friend's Wedding.
I do like the poster. Upside down crucifix. We
Mm-hmm.
got confused face, happy face. Looking at this poster, you would think the chick on the right would be
The possessed
the
one.
one that needs the exorcism. Yeah.
Right.
So that's a little misleading. So good on their poster because unlike the last movie, that poster gave everything away. This one misleading when it comes to looking at the
Did
poster.
not give anything away.
Yeah, yeah.
So did this? So I guess synopsis wise, this is basically a movie where they go out to a cabin, find this haunted place, and one of
And
the
she
girls
gets
gets
dragged away, and then now she's
right.
possessed, and she's a high schooler, and she's got to come back in. She has this best friend that has her own insecurities. You know, that's why
Mm-hmm.
she wears a lot of makeup because she's a pizza face. You know, like I
Right.
used to be back in the day. You know, which
She's got a
very interesting.
butterface.
Not a butter page, just a pizza face. They're all cute. They're cute. Both of them are cute as fuck. But
Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't used butterface in a long time. Everything looks
oh,
good,
I use
butterface.
butterface all the time. Yeah, that's my. I love me some butterfaces.
So
Anyways,
did this movie give you Jennifer's Body vibes? Like it feels like they almost stole that movie plot.
kind of. This movie, I really don't know what kind of vibes it gave me because I couldn't figure out what they were going for.
I
Because
don't think
like it,
I'm not even sure they knew what they were going for in this movie.
yeah, I think they started filming this and like, are we gonna be funny or are we gonna be serious, creepy, like possession?
Mm-hmm.
Are we gonna do supernatural? Or are we gonna do realistic? Like,
Well, it
you literally
was
have all of it, and it didn't like there was no mix of it.
it
It was
literally was the strangest exorcism I've ever witnessed on a movie.
yeah, I've seen a lot of exorcism movies where they farm the exorcism. You know, because we all have the blueprint of the Exorcist, so then we have a lot of
Right,
copycats. We got to do this holy water, power of Christ, blah blah blah. Blah, blah.
right.
But but the way this movie started out, though, I mean,
It had potential to be.
that's not how possession happens in Exorcism. You don't get dragged into the woods or anything like that. That's more demonic. That's not like
Yeah,
I know there's fine lines here, but they kind of blended genres when it
yeah.
comes to the
It's like they tried
possession.
to. It felt like they tried to make a movie by combining three other movies.
This movie felt very experimental. They
Yeah.
didn't know what they're gonna have until they went to the editing room, put it together,
Mm-hmm.
and this is what we got. It was so all over the place because like I was sitting there waiting for the humor, and then they would do the humor, but then it'd get super serious, and it's I just, it fucking fried my brain a little bit. This movie did. I'm like, what is going on? What direction are we going in? So I cannot tell. I
Yeah.
cannot tell at all.
I mean, there was a lot of
Like,
good comedic aspects to this movie, but yes,
so,
it was kind of hard to follow at times.
so after completing watching this, what genre would you put this movie in? Since it tried to blend so many different things together,
I
what
would
would you
put
put it
it
in?
as almost a straight comedy because, like, yes, there was an exorcism. Yes, the girl got possessed or whatever, but like
The Exorcist was
it
fucking
never felt, it
ridiculous.
never had a horror feel to it.
No, it tried because it tried to get creepy there to
Mm-hmm.
make it get tense, but
Mm-hmm.
then it would change its direction. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? I don't know what's going on. Like this movie had me an emotional and an angry way. I'm getting pissed off watching this movie. So like, what are you trying to do here? I just don't know. Aesthetic wise, because this is based in the 80s.
Right.
The looks of the people, it didn't feel like 80s. It felt more like we're attending an 80s party. So
right.
it was
It
like
felt
all
more like
over the top.
90s, maybe
Yeah.
early 2000s.
But the back, I'll give this though, the aesthetics in the background, like when they're in the house, because when people think 80s, they think bright neon colors and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But they got like that the houses and stuff correctly, because everything was shit brown.
Right.
The 80s were literally shit brown. Like the carpet was shit brown, the couches were that weird floral shit brown color, the
Hmm.
ashtrays were shit brown. Like everything was brown in the 80s.
The only
People
thing we were
forget
missing was the
about
wood
that.
paneling walls.
And the wood, I was about to say the wood paneling walls. Yeah, that would have made it 100% accurate if they would have had the weird wood paneling walls in that house that they were in during
Yep.
the expo. Yeah.
Yeah, like this was literally felt like a, for lack of a better term, a cookie cutter. Hey, this is what a horror movie's supposed to be, but we're gonna make it funny.
Right. So you enjoyed the humor in this movie, huh?
I did enjoy the humor in this movie. Like there was a lot of like the comedic relief wasn't
I already forgot the name of the dude that was in the powerhouse group that helped with the exorcism. Was it
the lemon brothers.
lemon? I was like, it has to do with the fruit. Like, the Lemon Brothers or whatever the fuck.
But like it the comedy wasn't surprising. Like there was no, oh my god, that's like funny. Yes, it was funny stuff, but it was not
It
surprising.
never caught you off guard. It was all
Right.
forced. Every single time they did a comedic attempt, it was forced.
I would describe it that way. Like it, I was never surprised by the comedy. So
A big complaint of mine in this is the music, like the score in this movie. It just sounded generic, monotone with some 80s synthesizer in it, just to give it that 80s feel.
but
Like there was a little
I feel like this movie
buzz into
had
it.
some of the original 80s music in it though. Now I'm
Oh,
trying
like
to think.
actual songs
Songs
in
from
it.
the 80s
Yeah. I feel like a lot of their budget went to paying for these songs that
for the
they
rights
had.
to be able to use the music.
I feel like the musicians got paid more than the actors themselves in this movie.
They might have.
As much of music that they used, yeah, more than the Totally Killer movie that we're going to talk about, because they used a lot of fucking 80s tunes too in that one. But
I mean, I the soundtrack in this one and Totally Killer. I mean, I liked those soundtracks.
yeah, I'm always down for some, because 80s is the king of one hit wonders.
Right.
And I always love hearing them in movies and stuff. But just, yeah, I mean, like, I felt for the girl that was her best friend trying to stay friends with her, and then she got in the dunk tank. That was we knew she was gonna get dunked because she didn't
Oh
want
yeah.
her makeup washed off because she's a pizza face. And then the fucking possessed best friend said she likes to rub her nub to the fucking pasture or whatever.
The Reverend
Yeah, I'm like, wow, all right.
or the father, whatever.
And that guy was over the top.
I did not realize this movie was going to be set in a Christian school.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It's an exorcism movie, apparently.
Right.
Is it possession? Is it demonic? Is it slasher? Is it
Right.
like what is it? What is it, man?
Well,
You tell me. What the fuck is this movie?
Well, Ronda's was like the 31st demon or something.
Oh, like acting wise, these performances stand out, or were they just pretty standard to you?
I don't know that I would call any of the acting superior. I don't think it was bad, but I don't think it was great.
I thought the acting was equivalent to the best actors in a Hallmark movie, which is, bad. But they were the best of the bad,
So that's a very specific way to describe that. Please expand.
Oh, I just like watching this because this is supposed to be based in the 80s, but I was getting 90s straight to TV vibes with this. both the production, the feel, and the acting in this.
Mhm.
Like, you watch this and you're like, none of these actors are ever going to make it big. A little over dramatic at certain points and a little underacting in certain points. It's just kind of
So
like
this movie gave me the feel of like I was coming home from school in the 90s to watch a Disney movie.
see, yeah, Hallmark, Disney, pretty much the same realm there. Straight to TV
Mm-hmm.
vibes, especially with the production, the editing. It just gave not professional movie vibes to me.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I wasn't disappointed watching this movie, but it did not hit like I expected to after watching the trailer.
I thought there were some good ideas in here to kind of rip off some like older movies, like exorcism movies, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much any exorcism movie where the girl's laying in the bed, obviously it's going to be an homage to the original Exorcist. We're gonna revisit that,
Yeah,
but even during the exorcism scene at the end here, I'm like, are we trying to be funny? Are we trying to be serious? What the fuck's going
and I
on?
think they were trying to be both.
Right, but they didn't blend it well for
Well,
me.
and the problem you run into when you try to be funny and serious is neither one comes across well.
Yeah, exactly. And
Usually.
they did not come across well for me at all in this one. Yeah, I had a lot of issues with this movie.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and put down what I think you're gonna give this right now. We'll see if I'm right.
Okay.
So
Let's
I'm
see
gonna
who's
give my
right.
rating before you give yours.
You're usually pretty right on my guesses, but we'll see.
I was one off last time because I put 6 down and you actually did a 5.
Oh, okay. What
But
do
so
you give this movie though?
this movie for me, I mean, going in not really knowing anything other than the trailer, I didn't think anything was bad about it. There was a lot of comedic aspects to it that were enjoyable but unsurprising. Um, I wouldn't not watch this movie again, but I'm not going to go out of my way to watch it again. So I get a 6 on this one.
6. All right. Well, with my review on this movie, it's much easier for me to give a Miss Davis than it is to give a dumpster fire.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and this one does not get a dumpster fire. It does
Okay, I
not.
was like, well, then I'm way wrong on
No, it don't get a dumpster fire. It's just me being me, and I critique the certain things that I do.
Mm-hmm.
There was just no fluidity on any genre in this movie. Like, okay, so now we're doing this. Now we're trying this. Now we're trying this. The
Yeah.
score sucked. I didn't like it. I did not
I
like
know.
this movie. The best I can give this one is a 2.
Okay. So as you were talking, I almost changed my number, but I didn't. I had a 3 written down.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. But as you were
I
talking, I
was
was like,
debating
oh,
between
this
1
this
and
is gonna
2.
be
I
a
was like, do
2.
I give it 1?
I
Yeah,
was like,
it's
this.
either gonna be a
As you
2
were
or the
talking,
other
I was like,
one.
this is gonna be a 2.
But yeah, there was enough there for me to give it a 2. I can't give it higher than that though.
I mean, I did like this one a little better than Tragedy Girls, but I think that's because
Yeah.
Tragedy Girls was social media related, and
Oh,
no.
and see, you know me, I fucking do the YouTube and all, and social media and all that shit. So but yeah, I mean, yeah, the ideas were there, but it just completely fell flat for me in this one. And the
It's like
humor didn't stick to me at
it,
all.
feel,
The
it
Lemon
almost
Brothers or whatever, he was not
right.
funny at all to me. I thought he was fucking obnoxious.
Well, but he was also the like that typical '80s workout guy, but this was like a working out for
Right.
Christ.
Yeah, I understand that too, but his performance itself, trying to portray that character, it didn't work for me. And then the wigs, they were all clearly wigs too.
Right.
Yeah, that's all I can do is 2.
So before we get into the last movie, do we need to break again?
Yeah, we might as well pause so I don't
All
have to
right.
pause in the middle of our
We'll
review.
go pay some bills real quick, and we'll be right back.
And we are right back.
And we're back.
And with a special guest.
What
Yeah,
happened
because
to
I heard you needed a totally killer edition for a totally killer movie.
you?
Hang 10, bitch. All right.
So, quick synopsis on this movie. The girl's mom apparently had her friends killed in high school, and so her friend makes a time machine. She ends up going back into time to try and save people.
And see, and the daughter was building time machine in the 80s, and then the mother
Right.
was doing the time machine. Yeah.
Yeah, so like the girl, like the killer comes back supposedly, and so she ends up taking the time machine back to apparently not Back to the
1987,
Future.
I think it was, yeah. But I know because Colonel didn't know me and Farmer did an episode of.
Yes, I did not realize that you guys already reviewed this, so this will be a rehash for you. It'll be a new watch for me.
Well, and Farmer picked this movie because the main lead is the chick from Sabrina,
Kiernan
Netflix.
Shipka, one of my favorite people. I had a crush on her for a long time.
So she's somebody. Like, both of you like this chick. I don't know who the fuck she is.
So she was one of the. So have you seen Twisters?
Yes.
She was one of the first four that ended up
That blew away.
First one that got
yeah.
swept away. Yeah, and then she was obviously the Sabrina Netflix show.
I'll say, yeah, Farmer was a fan because of the Sabrina show.
I did like her a lot in Sabrina, but I knew her before that. I'm trying to remember what movie it was before that I saw her first in.
Well, everyone knows it from the Michelob Ultra commercials because she's always pouring the fucking beer in the commercial now.
Hell, I was happy at the beginning of this movie because we had this smoke show mom, the chick from Happy Gilmore and Modern Family.
Is that Julie Bowden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a rare breed. She's a very rare breed because she's gotten hotter as she's gotten older. She is much hotter now than she was in the first Happy Gilmore movie.
All right, hold on. Let me see
smoke show.
Let's see what I know her from. Oh, she was in Red One. I forgot about that.
She's an absolute smoke show. I fucking love her. Or like the mom who's only at the beginning and end of this fucking movie. Not the Sabrina chick. The mom is what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Well, you guys talk a little bit about this movie while I find out where I know Kiernan Shipka from initially.
Oh, so Farmer, you haven't revisited this movie, have you?
Greatest 7. I'm just kidding. 4, whatever it was.
Do you remember this movie at all?
Yes.
I thought it, like a second time watch for me, it was interesting because I knew who the killer was going to be. So knowing who the killer was going to be this second watch, it changed my opinion on it a little bit. But
I did not know that there, like, when they said that there might be 2 killers like Scream, I was like, there's going to be 2 killers. But I was not expecting there to be 2 initially.
Yeah, the one in the past and then the one in the present. The podcaster.
Yeah.
It's the podcast.
Stay woke.
Well, I didn't see the movie that I thought that I was remembering her from, but either way, I had a crush on her for a while.
I remember me and Farmer both predicted that the podcaster was going to be at least a killer in it. Did you have the same thing, Colonel? Did you see this little podcaster? Since when you found out there was a time traveling movie, did you think that the little podcast?
I had 3 people in my sights as the killers. One of them was never the black guy. Like I never thought he was one. But I had 3 in my sights. Like one was the podcaster, one was the I don't remember now, but like I want to say it was the friend, and the sheriff.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I mean, good old Lachlan Monroe. You know, he kind of seemed like he was going to be the killer, because
I did think it was funny that she changed so much stuff. Instead of the guy being a like death metal singer, he was like a punk singer.
oh yeah, not even punk singer, like a weird emo acoustic guitar
Yeah.
fucking drummer. Yeah, something that I'd love to see Brian do here. He went from rap to acoustic emo, like a Machine Gun Kelly.
Okay.
I want Farmer to be an MGK. Go from rap
Gross.
to emo music.
So this movie did give, like, when she went back to the 80s, like, I did love the 80s feel the movie gave.
Oh,
Did you
right off
guys-
the bat,
did you guys
she
get-
met that lady that talks about like she hasn't tried coke yet.
Right. Did you guys enjoy the 80s feel of this movie when she went back, or did it struggle to meet that for you?
I liked it because we're at the age now to where we do these movies that they travel into the past. They're traveling into our fucking childhoods.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes me feel old watching these movies that go, oh, that was so long ago. And then her like when the teenage daughter first travels back and she's in the PE class,
Yeah.
and it was dodgeball, and she's like, what kind of violent shit is this? Like, they don't play dodgeball anymore in school?
Yeah,
Like,
there
what
was
the
a
fuck?
lot. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff like trying to be politically correct and then making fun of the 80s for not being politically correct at all.
Yeah, I just told you how modern day, quote unquote, woke she is. Because how can they get away with this in schools back in the day? Well, they did. Like
Yeah,
they
that's literally how it was. I need to know where this person is, because and she starts going into this whole spiel about why she needs to know where what class this girl's in, and she's like, "Here you go."
the cabin trip. When they went in the cabin, I did like the twist to where since she disrupted the timeline, it changed to when the killer was going to strike.
Yep.
So that was cool. And something I want to bring up that Farmer brought up when me and him did the episode is that the mask, the blonde headed mask that they wear,
Yeah.
it looks just like Christopher Titus, a stand up comedian. I don't know if you ever heard of him before.
I have not heard of him.
He looks exactly like Christopher Titus.
Okay.
Farmer. Christopher Titus.
Oh man, I love that motherfucker.
The mask. Yeah, the mask looks exactly like Christopher Titus.
I'd say it's pretty spot on. Yeah.
Yeah, you brought that to my attention. I was like, oh, because I was trying to figure out what this mask looked like, and then you brought up Christopher Titus. I was like, that's exactly what I was trying to think of.
Right. I liked when they went back in time. I thought a lot of movies fucking butcher it. Like Hot Tub Time Machine did it fucking shitty. I like the aesthetic that they did on this one.
So you didn't mind the time traveling, except you thought that they did a good job on the time traveling here.
Yeah, no, I liked it. It's like those newer indies that kind of like have like the female driven leads. It's like a lot of their shit's always like it always has like the same look. Like it's always like the lighting is always super fucking bright. It looks like very
generic 80s.
Yeah, like
neon.
Hallmarky horror type shit. Like I remember I thought it was gonna be the same thing with that movie Tragedy Girls that came out a few years ago. But I fucking
That's what we
liked
talked
Tragedy
about. That's what we talked about earlier. That was my point. I was like, I dug that the Tragedy Girls, they did the shit brown theme instead of the neon color theme. Because the 80s was nothing but shit brown, the wooden panels, the shit brown ashtrays, the brown carpeting. That was the real 80s.
So just in general, talking about movies that have been coming, or movies and TV shows that have been coming out recently, either based in the 80s or flashing back to the 80s, it feels like a lot of them recently have been doing a better, in my opinion, a better job of capturing the 80s aspect. Do you think that's because some of the new directors and stuff that are coming out grew up in the 80s, so that like they're giving it the 80s feel of how they remember it? or do you think it's just that there's just been good ones coming out recently?
I would say so.
I think it's just been
because-
good ones coming out recently because since the fucking dawn of time, there's either been things in the future, things in the past, right? It's always happened at some point in movies. I don't know. I like when they really focus on like when the world shifts essentially. But I thought they did a good job.
And that's what's crazy about our ages now is when we were kids and we saw time traveling movies and stuff like that, it was based on 50s, 60s. Now
And it
our
didn't
movies
really
is stuff
resonate
that
with us.
yeah, but now they're going back to times that we grew up in.
And that might be part of it too.
We could definitely critique them going in the back.
Because at
Like
the end of the
somebody
day, I
wearing-
can't tell you if what they're showing them going back to the 50s and 60s. I don't know if that's right or not. I don't know if that's how it felt.
And now in 2025, anything that's in the past is in the 90s now. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm very familiar with the 90s.
I can remember the 90s.
Yeah, I know exactly how the 90s were. And I can sit there and critique it. I remember enough about the 80s because my family was stuck in the 80s till 1997. So I know the shit brown colors of the 80s. I mean, this movie was it was fun for what it tried to be.
Mhm.
It was an exclusive Amazon Prime movie. And I think they achieved what they were going for. Was it good or not? That's up to us. But I think they achieved what they're going for. A little time travel, especially with the woke days these days, because that teenager was obviously a woke teenager,
Right.
especially with the dodgeball and all that stuff. I can't believe the kids don't play dodgeball anymore. By the way, that's a little.
I think they have to, but like
It's too violent now. We can't fucking throw dodgeballs at people's faces anymore.
the aspect that I enjoyed in this movie though was like her going back, like she knows her mom as her mom, and then she goes back and her mom's a total bitch.
That was kind of the underlying story, is to appreciate your parents, pretty much,
Mhm.
and what they went through and show. Because then when she went in the past, she taught her mother, who was her friend in the past, to appreciate her mother,
Yep.
who she did not appreciate. And then that's why I kind of like the ending of this, like the final story when she came back to present time, and her name was not even her name anymore because that was her brother's
That
name.
was pretty funny.
Yeah, and so she had a new name. I thought that was pretty cool, and it gave it. It was a nice.
Read the notebook. There's a lot of things that change.
Right, and that was a cool ending credits too, where we got to read the notebooks on what changed and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just a nice reminder of appreciate what you got, no matter no matter how much it pisses you off.
You don't know what you got till you don't have it.
Yeah, unfortunately, this movie made me think deeper than I wanted to. I don't want to think that deep. Like, this is bullshit. I don't think that deep. Like, I don't want to appreciate that I'm friends with Farmer. I want to fucking feel sad after he dies because I'm going to outlive him.
I appreciate every day that I get to be friends with Farmer.
Yeah, I don't.
He's a wise man. He's a wise man.
No, it's just yeah, and it always makes me think of that Andy quote, which you can help me out here, Colonel, of exactly what he said. I wish I could remember. I wish we knew we were in the.
I wish we
remember that we were in the good old days.
I wish I knew I was in the good old days as they were happening.
Yeah, this whole movie made me think of that quote.
I wish there was a way to know you were in the good old days before you actually left them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's what this movie made me think of during the whole fucking time travel and her making her love her mother more and even making her mother love her mother more.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I thought that was a nice little connection. And that's why I kind of, because I have my rating on the episode that me and Farmer did, I give it a point higher than I did on this one because a second viewing, I already know who the killers are, so I'm just watching this for fun, and it put me through that little fucking mental cycle on on this movie. So yeah, so I give kudos to this movie for making me think like that. You know,
Mhm.
we all do have to fucking appreciate each other, Farmer.
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead. Let's
You
go
know
ahead and rate
you
this
love
guy.
me.
Or do you have any? You guys have anything else you wanted to bring up about the movie?
I'm always happy to see Lachlan Monroe because I don't think he's never in enough roles, and I always love Lachlan Monroe.
Which one was he?
He was the dad before he was Buff, the main
Okay.
guy from Freddy vs. Jason, from Dead Man on Campus, from
Yeah.
so many different movies, you know.
Night at the Roxbury.
Night Roxbury, and then and the mom too from Modern Family and the Gilmore and stuff like that. The one that gets way hotter as she gets older than anybody in the history of mankind. Nobody has gotten hotter than she has when it comes from your youth to older. She's the definition of aging like a wine, not aging like milk.
Oh,
But I'll go ahead and give my rating on this one. It's a good time. It's fun. I originally gave it a 5, but I got it up on the second view and give it a 6 because
fair enough.
I didn't hate rewatching it. Like it was a fun rewatch. Mhm. Yeah.
Was there anything on the rewatch that you picked up on that you haven't already talked about?
I did just more of the nostalgia factor. I picked up more on like the references that they were doing between modern
callbacks.
day and the callbacks. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I picked up more on that, which gave me the nostalgia feel. But
Okay.
yeah, I gave it a solid 6 for sure.
Farmer, how about you?
I mean, yeah, I'm with that little fucking shriveled up corpse over there. I'm with him. It's definitely a 6.
Oh, you even give it a little uppy. Because I mean, you agreed that it was a 5 when we read it. Now it's a 6.
Yeah, I thought it was a good movie. Could have been better, sure, but I thought it was good for what it was. So I was I liked how they treated the '80s aspect when they went back in time. So I thought it was cool.
Yeah, they didn't go over the top with the neons and
Yeah.
Carlton. You know, that.
Well, so for me, so this was my first watch. I like comedies. I thought the comedy was appropriate for the movie. I don't think they tried to overdo it. I don't think they tried to underdo it. I like it was pretty good in my opinion for the comedy aspects of the movie. I did enjoy going back into the '80s and seeing some of that stuff that you don't even really remember until you see it you see it and it's like, oh yeah, that's how this was. So like I ended up giving this movie an 8. It's
Oh
one that I'll
wow,
probably watch again.
wow, that's cool.
Like
That's
I
awesome.
enjoyed this movie a lot.
Yeah, I can see that, and it is a good time. It'd be a fun group watch for sure, especially
Right.
people our age. We can
I
discuss
don't
even the fucking
I
age
don't feel like they
transition.
forced a whole lot and they kept a pretty fluid storyline. Like it's I felt like it stayed pretty well moving.
All right, right on. Hell yeah. Well,
So
it's my turn to pick next week, and I don't have fucking movies. One thing I can actually suggest is that Farmer. I'm supposed to pick not even just horror theme, but like Halloween theme. Do you have any suggestions for me to do? Actually, if you have 2 movies or even 3 movies to suggest, do it while I go take a pee, and we
I
will
have
do those
one.
movies. All right, well, we'll do that without me even hearing. I'm gonna go pee, and you get to pick, and we'll do that movie, and then I'll pick the other movie.
All right. Well, the movie came out in what year? This thing. This movie came out in 2015. Actually, a pretty decent movie, underrated. I feel like it went under the radar from a lot of people. Starring Ethan Embry. The movie's called The Devil's Candy.
The Devil's Candy.
The Devil's Candy.
All right. That I can tell you now, right now, I have not seen that movie, so it'll be a first watch for me.
Well, then hell yeah, it's got a really good cast. Some people you'd recognize, like a couple people you'd recognize. Everybody else is like meh, but it's a good one.
All right, all right. So is it strictly horror, or is it comedic? Is it drama?
It's like psychological horror.
Okay, I like those movies. Would you call it a slow burn?
No, I think it's paced very well. If I rated that movie in advance, I would say I gave it an 8,
Okay.
and I hate everything. So
I know. Like, I don't know how many times I've heard you give anything an 8.
Okay, did Farmer give us a movie?
He did. He's given the Devil's Candy.
Ah, The Devil's Candy with Ethan Embry.
yep,
There you
that
go.
one.
That's based around Halloween, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, damn, I don't have to play off of that. So I guess you'll have to tune in for the mystery movie that's going to play off of that next week. So, yeah, Devil's Candy, though. Yeah, I'm down. Yeah, absolutely. Because I'm guessing, Colonel, you never seen that one.
I have not.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so Devil's Candy is definitely one of them. The next one, just tune in and find out.
So Devil's Candy plus an unknown choice.
Yes, plus a mystery, because I'll find a way to connect it. I'll probably do something. Yeah. I'll figure it out. But yeah, so Devil's Candy next week and a mystery. I have been Faye. That has been Colonel and Farmer. Happy Halloween.
A little
Happy
early, but
spooky season.
I was gonna say
Happy
spooky season. Okay,
Happy spooky season. It's the best month of the fucking year.
it is. One of my favorite. Well, it is my favorite month. Like, it's starting to cool off again. It's not getting.
It's finally starting to cool off again. I mean, yeah, I love October for more than just because it's Halloween season. The sports.
I'm getting ready
are
to not
fucking
have to go
phenomenal.
anymore.
And it's great. I'm pretty sure it's a little chilly up there in Boston area because Farmer
It's
constantly looks like
37
he's on 8
degrees.
Mile.
Dang,
Oh my god.
It's
I
fucking
that,
awesome.
when it's between 35 to 45. That's my favorite because like I'm still wearing shorts. I'm not sweating. I'm not freezing. It's just perfect for me.
See, my sweet spot's 50 to 70. Anywhere in between there, I am.
You should live
Well,
in
yeah,
California.
but you build like a fucking crackhead skeleton, so that's why you need the heat.
I'm fat now. I used to be a skinny crackhead.
And on fat note, we're
On
gonna
a
let you
fat
all
note.
go.
All right, so Devil's Candy.
Thank you for joining us this evening. If you're still here, if you're not, I'm not surprised.
Right. But yeah, I am Faye.
I've been Colonel.
I've been the farm.
And then give us
Look
a
how
signal.
far.
Give us the send off there, sir. Oh, gotta take a swig. Gotta take a little swiggy with his Haddonfield jacket, by the way.
Oh, wrong way. Yep. You've been great. You've been a totally killer crowd. It's been fantastic, but we've got to go. We've got beer to crush, sleeps to be had, and well, most importantly, go fuck yourself.
Ah, so refreshing to hear you say that.